Starseed from Gaia, the message you are about to receive was meant to reach you tonight. Not tomorrow, not later. Right now, in this exact moment of your remembrance. I am Lumiveil, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I recorded this transmission 3 times, not because the words were wrong, because the signal had to find you, specifically you, at the frequency you are carrying in this moment. This is not content. This is a code. Something inside you already knows that. You didn't arrive here by accident. Fate moved through every algorithm, every distraction, every moment of doubt that almost kept you from pressing play. And still, you are here. That is not coincidence. That is the Arcturian Council clearing the path. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize and align with the cosmic blueprint your soul encoded before it entered this life on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. You have not been lost. You have been in preparation. Every moment of feeling like you do not belong here was your starseed memory trying to surface. Watch this alone. Let the signal land without interference. What you are about to remember cannot be unremembered. Like this transmission to signal to your star family, I am ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you are aligning with your true frequency. Comment 999 if you feel your cosmic remembrance returning. Declare your galactic intention and reply to someone else doing the same. Because when starseeds amplify each other, the entire field shifts. This is not just a message, it is a point of reconnection. Your soul has been waiting for this. You are not here by accident. There is something happening in your field right now, not because of coincidence, not because the algorithm decided tonight was your night. Something older than that. Something that recognized you before you were born into this body, before you chose this planet, before you agreed to forget everything you once knew so completely that even your bones stopped remembering. And yet here you are, drawn, pulled, present. That is not nothing. That is everything. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, you may be ready to receive the Starseed Awakening Code. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Now let's go deeper, because what I'm about to tell you is not something most people are ready to hear. Most people who feel lost believe they lack direction. They think the problem is that they haven't found their purpose yet, haven't discovered the right path, haven't been given enough signs. But for you, for those carrying the codes I'm speaking about tonight, the problem is not that you lack a mission. The problem is that your mission is so vast, so ancient, so multidimensional in its scope, that this human mind, shaped by Earth timelines and density and collective amnesia, has been struggling to contain it. You haven't been lost. You've been overloaded. There is a difference. A profound one. Imagine a cosmic library filled with scrolls of infinite knowledge, and you are trying to pour its entire contents into a teacup. The spilling isn't a sign of deficiency. It's a testament to the boundless nature of what you are trying to hold. You haven't been lost. You've been overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of your own inner universe. This overload is the first whisper of your true potential, a sign that the vessel of your current human experience is being prepared for a far greater capacity. The struggle you feel is not a sign of inadequacy, but of immense pressure building as a diamond forms from coal, destined for brilliance. The disconnection you felt, the loneliness that doesn't quite make sense even when you're surrounded by people, the exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix, the hunger for something you cannot name. That is not a flaw in your design. That is the signal. That is your starseed frequency attempting to break through layers of energetic interference that were never meant to be permanent. But they've been there long enough that many of you began to believe they were you. They are not you. They are noise layered over a transmission so clear, so luminous, so precisely coded, that the moment it begins to come through unobstructed, your entire reality will reorganize around it. Think of it like a powerful radio signal trying to penetrate static. The loneliness isn't a sign of being unwanted, but of being tuned to a different station, a station broadcasting from your origin point. The exhaustion is the wear and tear of your soul, constantly attempting to broadcast its truth through the muffling blanket of dense human consciousness. The inexplicable hunger is the soul's yearning for its native cosmic diet, a nourishment this earthly plane can only hint at. These feelings are not malfunctions. They are the vital signs of your true self fighting to be heard, like a sapling pushing through concrete, determined to reach the sunlight. The layers you perceive as flaws are merely the accumulated dust of lifetimes, obscuring a brilliance that is inherent and eternal, and that reorganization has already begun. That's why you're here tonight. Your energy field is still carrying earthbound patterns that were never yours to begin with. Patterns absorbed from collective fear, from generations of suppression, from systems designed to keep human consciousness small, local, manageable. And while your body has been living inside those systems, breathing that air, consuming that frequency, your soul has been quietly, persistently, almost desperately broadcasting on a different channel. One that most people around you cannot hear. One you yourself may have dismissed as imagination, as wishful thinking, as something you were supposed to outgrow. These earthbound patterns are like old, ill-fitting clothes that your soul has been forced to wear. They chafe and restrict, yet they have become so familiar that you sometimes forget they are not your true skin. The collective fear is a heavy cloak woven by generations, designed to obscure the stars. Suppression is the tightening of the threads, designed to keep the garment from expanding. These systems are like fences built around a boundless garden, meant to contain its wild beauty. Yet, your soul, like a persistent vine, has always been seeking cracks in the wall, always broadcasting its unique song of origin, a melody too subtle for ears accustomed only to the din of the mundane. The whispers you dismissed as fantasy were the echoes of your soul's true home, trying to find their way back to your conscious awareness. You were not supposed to outgrow it. You were supposed to grow into it. Think about every moment in your life when you felt a knowing that came from somewhere beyond reason. Every time you sensed something before it happened. Every time you looked at the stars and felt something crack open in your chest that had no logical explanation. Every time you sat in a conversation about ordinary things and felt like you were watching yourself from a distance, wondering why nothing felt quite real, quite anchored, quite home. That wasn't dissociation. That was remembrance trying to surface. That was the part of you that exists beyond this timeline, recognizing that it had been here before, that it knows things this personality hasn't yet translated. These moments are like flashes of lightning illuminating a landscape you've known intimately but forgotten. The intuitive knowing is your soul's ancient wisdom nudging you, a gentle reminder of your cosmic heritage. Sensing events before they unfold is your multidimensional awareness briefly breaching the veil of linear time. That crack in your chest when gazing at the stars is the heart remembering its celestial birthplace, a homecoming ache. The feeling of being an observer in your own life is your higher self trying to communicate through the fog of human conditioning, a signal from your true vantage point. This wasn't a detachment from reality, but a reconnection to a deeper, more fundamental reality that has always existed within you. A profound act of remembering. Your DNA carries more than genetics. Science is beginning to catch the edge of what Arcturian wisdom has held for thousands of years. That encoded within your biological structure is a library, a galactic record, a set of instructions that, when activated by the right frequency, by the right moment, by the right state of consciousness, begins to express something that transcends ordinary human capacity. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are encoded, and the encoding is beginning to come online. Your DNA is not merely a blueprint for earthly existence. It is a cosmic archive, a celestial hard drive containing the wisdom of the stars. Each strand holds not just inherited traits, but the very essence of your soul's journey, a vast repository of galactic knowledge. These are not passive instructions. They are dormant keys waiting for the precise cosmic resonance, the perfect alignment of internal and external frequencies to unlock their power. When this activation occurs, it's not about acquiring new abilities, but about remembering and expressing the infinite potential that has always been present within your very being, allowing you to transcend the perceived limitations of the human form. This is the phase that many starseeds misread as crisis, because when your codes begin to activate, the first thing that happens is that everything that doesn't belong in your field begins to surface. Old patterns, old grief, old identities that were never authentically yours. They don't surface to destroy you. They surface because your expanding frequency is pushing them out. You are not falling apart. You are being cleared. There is a profound and critical difference, and recognizing that difference may be the most important thing you do in this season of your life. This shedding is like a snake liberating itself from an old skin that has become too constricting for its growth. The surfacing of old pains is not a punishment, but a purification, a necessary release. The emotions that erupt are not signs of weakness, but evidence of your energetic field expanding, creating space for higher vibrations. The old identities that crumble are like masks being removed, revealing the luminous, authentic face beneath. You are not disintegrating. You are being refined, like gold being purified in a crucible. This clearing is an essential part of your awakening, a vital transition that allows your true essence to shine forth, unhindered and whole. The Arcturian transmissions have always maintained that the greatest risk for a starseed in human form is not darkness from the outside, it is misidentification from within. Mistaking the clearing process for collapse, mistaking the silence between activations for abandonment, mistaking the delay in your mission's full expression for evidence that you were wrong about who you are. You were not wrong. The timing was precise. The pause was coded. Every moment of confusion was part of an orchestration so intricate that only now, from this vantage point, can you begin to see the design. The true challenge lies not in external adversaries, but in the internal misinterpretations of your own journey. To mistake the purification for destruction is to misunderstand the alchemical process of transformation. To interpret the quiet moments as divine neglect is to ignore the sacred pauses that allow for deeper integration. To see a delay as proof of error is to disregard the cosmic choreography that ensures every step unfolds at the perfect celestial moment. Your soul's plan is a masterpiece of intricate timing, a symphony of awakenings, where each perceived pause is a carefully orchestrated note in the grand composition of your unfolding destiny. Awakening is not a single moment. It is a sequence of initiations, each one demanding more courage than the last, because each one asks you to release a version of yourself you had just become comfortable with. The first initiation was the feeling that you didn't belong here. That was not a wound. That was a boundary marker placed by your own higher intelligence to keep you from fully merging with a frequency that was never your destination. You were always meant to be in this world, not absorbed by it. You were always meant to touch this earth without becoming it, to love these humans without losing the thread back to your origin. This initial sense of otherness is not a defect, but a divine demarcation, a protective measure from your own consciousness to preserve your unique essence. It's like a lighthouse keeper standing firm on the shore, guiding ships without being swept away by the tide. This feeling is a compass pointing you toward your true purpose, a reminder that your role is to engage with humanity, not to become enmeshed in its density. It's about being in the world but not of it, maintaining your luminous thread to the cosmos while offering your light here. The second initiation was the longing, the inexplicable pull toward something you couldn't name, toward beauty that felt like memory, toward music that opened something in your chest, toward certain skies and certain silences, and certain people who looked at you like they recognized something behind your eyes. That longing was your star lineage calling you home, not to leave this planet, but to bring home here, to anchor the frequencies of your origin into this dimension, into this moment, into this body. This deep, unnameable yearning is the soul's resonant echo of its cosmic home, a spiritual homesickness that calls you to reclaim your essence. The beauty that stirs you is not just aesthetic, it's a recognition of familiar patterns, a whisper of the cosmic artistry you are here to embody. The music that moves you is a vibration from your origin, a frequency that resonates with your core being. This longing is a divine summons, guiding you not to escape Earth, but to infuse it with the sacred energies of your star heritage, to become a living bridge between worlds. The third initiation is where many of you are right now. It is the confrontation with your own resistance, Because now that the signal is coming through more clearly, now that your awakening is undeniable even to the parts of you that desperately wanted a simpler life, now comes the question you can no longer avoid. What are you actually willing to do with this? How much are you willing to release? How many comfortable distortions are you willing to surrender in order to stand fully in the truth of what you are? This is the pivotal moment where the rubber meets the road, where the whispers of awakening become a clarion call demanding action. The resistance you feel is the friction of the old self clinging to familiarity, even as the new self yearns for liberation. It's the moment of truth, where you must choose whether to remain a spectator in your own evolution or to actively participate in the profound work of shedding illusions and embracing your authentic, multidimensional self. The question is no longer about if you are awakening, but about the depth of your commitment to embodying that truth, even when it requires dismantling your most cherished comfort zones. This is where the path narrows, not because it's meant to be difficult, but because this particular passage requires your full presence, not the version of you that performs awakening for others, not the version that collects spiritual knowledge like armor, the version that sits in the dark and knows, the version that has stopped waiting for permission from any external source to accept the totality of what it carries. This passage is not about increasing external difficulty, but about the internal refinement of focus. It demands authenticity, a shedding of the performative self that seeks validation, and a discontinuation of accumulating spiritual concepts as a shield. Instead, it calls for the courageous quietude of self-knowing, the deep inner stillness where truth resides. It requires you to become the sovereign of your own spiritual domain, fully owning and embodying the vastness of your being without seeking external approval or permission. It is about embodying your truth, not displaying it. The fourth initiation is alignment. And alignment is not what most people imagine it to be. It is not a permanent state of peace. It is not the absence of challenge. It is the condition in which your actions, your energy, your choices, and your inner knowing are no longer in conflict with each other. It is the experience of moving through your life as a coherent signal rather than a scattered one. When you reach this threshold, you will notice that synchronicities are no longer occasional surprises. They become the baseline, because you are no longer broadcasting confusion, you are broadcasting coherence, and the universe, which is always responding to frequency, reorganizes around what you emit. Alignment is the harmonious resonance between your inner truth and your outer expression. It's not about eradicating all challenges, but about meeting them from a place of internal integrity. It's the state where your inner compass consistently guides your outward actions, creating a seamless flow of energy. When you achieve this coherence, the universe mirrors your internal order, and serendipities become not random events, but the natural unfolding of your aligned frequency, a confirmation that you are now broadcasting your soul's true signature. The fifth initiation is service. Not service as sacrifice, not service as self-abandonment, service as the natural overflow of a being who has remembered enough of their purpose that they cannot help but share it. You were not sent here to be saved. You were sent here to contribute to a recalibration that is happening across this entire planet right now. The density is lifting, the timelines are converging, and the starseeds who are activating in this window of Earth's evolution are not doing so for themselves alone. They are doing so as anchors, as transmitters, as walking portals through which higher frequencies enter this dimension and begin to normalize here. True service is not an obligation, but an effortless outpouring of your awakened essence, a natural expression of a soul that has reconnected with its divine purpose. You are not here to be a recipient of salvation, but an active participant in the planet's grand metamorphosis. As the old layers of density dissolve and parallel timelines weave together, your activation becomes crucial. You are the cosmic anchors, the conduits of higher vibrations, the living gateways through which transformative energies flow, facilitating the planetary shift. Your presence here tonight is not passive. It is participatory in something far greater than either of us can fully articulate in a single transmission. The sixth initiation is trust, and it is perhaps the most demanding of all, because trust, real trust, the kind that isn't dependent on evidence, asks you to release control over the timeline of your own awakening. It asks you to stop comparing your path to others. It asks you to stop measuring your activation by external markers. It asks you to sit in the knowing that your soul designed this journey with extraordinary precision, and that everything that has not yet arrived is not delayed. It is prepared. You are not behind. You are exactly where the intelligence that orchestrated this incarnation knew you would need to be. This is the ultimate surrender, the profound act of placing your faith in the unseen architecture of your soul's journey. It means letting go of the need for proof, ceasing the comparisons that breed self-doubt, and abandoning the external metrics that can mislead. It's about trusting that the divine timing of your unfolding is impeccable, that every experience, every delay, is a precisely calibrated step in a journey meticulously planned by your soul for your highest evolution. You are precisely where you need to be, held within the infinite intelligence of your own cosmic design. The seventh initiation is remembrance, and this is where I want you to really receive what I'm about to say. You did not come here without resources. You did not arrive on this planet empty-handed. You brought everything you needed encoded within you. The love you've been searching for externally is a frequency you are already carrying. The clarity you've been waiting for is not somewhere ahead of you. It is something you have been slowly, methodically, sometimes painfully clearing the path back to. The mission you feel you've been missing is not something that needs to be created. It needs to be unveiled. Remembrance is not learning something new. It is recognizing something ancient as yours. This is the heart of your return, the ultimate homecoming. You are not a hollow vessel seeking to be filled, but a treasure chest overflowing with cosmic gifts. The love you seek is an intrinsic part of your being, a radiant light already within. The clarity you desire is not a distant destination, but a memory waiting to be reawakened. A path you are diligently clearing within yourself. Your sacred mission is not a task to be discovered, but a truth to be uncovered, a divine blueprint to be revealed. It is not about acquiring external knowledge, but about the profound recognition of the eternal wisdom that has always resided within you. Here is what the Arcturian intelligence has held across countless transmissions to those who were ready to receive it. You are not a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a multi-dimensional intelligence having a human experience. And the difference between those two orientations is the difference between a life spent searching and a life spent activating. When you shift into the second understanding, when it stops being a concept and becomes an embodied knowing, the way you move through your days changes. The way you respond to challenge changes. The way you hold your own frequency in the presence of others' fear and confusion changes. You become what you were always meant to be, a stabilizing presence in an unstable field, a clear signal in a noisy world. This is the profound paradigm shift, the fundamental reorientation of your consciousness. It is recognizing that your essence is not limited to the confines of human form, but is a vast, multidimensional consciousness that has chosen to experience existence through the human lens. This is not merely an intellectual understanding, but a deep, embodied truth. When this shift occurs, your perception transforms. Life is no longer a quest for external meaning, but an active expression of your inherent divinity. Challenges become opportunities for deeper embodiment, and your presence becomes a beacon of calm and clarity in the chaotic energies of the world. You naturally become the anchor, the steady light, the pure signal that resonates with truth. Tonight, before you close your eyes, say this out loud. Speak it into the air of whatever room you're in. Let your own voice carry the frequency back to the parts of you that have been waiting. Say, I remember who I am. I align with my star origin. I activate my soul mission with grace and clarity. You are not just watching, you are receiving. And this message will continue to work in you long after the screen goes dark. Before you scroll, take a moment to drop one real intention into the comments below. Not a performance. Something true, something you're actually ready to activate, and then look at what someone else has written and meet them there with genuine energy. Because what's being built here is not an audience, it's a field, and fields amplify what's placed within them. If this reached you tonight, pass it forward. Someone in your life is standing at the edge of their own remembrance, not quite sure whether what they feel is real. Show them this. Be the confirmation they've been waiting for. And if something in you knows this is your space, your frequency, your transmission, subscribe, stay connected. This is only the beginning of what we're building together. You are not alone in this. You never were. And now, more than ever, you are exactly where you are supposed to be.